Have you ever looked at your humble zucchini harvest and dreamed of something truly grand? A zucchini the size of your dog? Or a pumpkin so big you can't lift it by yourself? It might seem like that's reserved for professional farmers with secret techniques, but what if I told you that anyone can grow a true vegetable giant? Today, we're unveiling 7 key secrets that will help you transform your garden into a record-breaking arena. And believe me, after this video, you'll never look at pumpkin seeds the same way again. Growing giant vegetables isn't just gardening, it's almost a sport with its own rules, champions, and, of course, secrets. People compete at fairs, vying to break world records, and at the heart of every such record lies not magic, but precise calculation and a deep understanding of plant biology. We've compiled the absolute essence of that knowledge for you. So, where does it all start? The first, and arguably most crucial secret, is genetics. Let's be honest, you can't just grab any random seed packet labelled just zucchini and expect a record-breaking result. That's like hoping your cute poodle will suddenly grow to the size of a Saint Bernard. The genetic potential simply isn't there. For true giants, you need special seeds. When it comes to pumpkins, there's one reigning champion, the Atlantic giant variety. These are the seeds that produce world record holders weighing a ton. Yes, you heard that right, a full ton. Giant varieties also exist for zucchini, meticulously selected over many years. So, what makes them so special? These seeds are the result of decades of painstaking work. Gardeners worldwide have, year after year, selected the largest fruits, crossbred them, and then reselected the best of the best. It's like breeding thoroughbred racehorses. You take the genes of champions to produce a new champion. Therefore, forget about those random seeds you picked up at the supermarket checkout. Your first task is to find seeds with a pedigree. You'll need to look for them among collectors or in specialised online stores. This is your ticket to the major league of giant vegetable growing. Without the right seed, all other secrets simply won't work. It's the foundation of your future record. You've got the seeds of a future champion in your hands, but even the finest athlete needs a world-class training ground. And that brings us to secret number 2, soil preparation. Trust me, we're not just talking about digging a garden bed here. We're preparing a veritable smorgasbord, a royal feast for our future giant. Understand this simple fact. This plant is about to perform an incredible feat. It needs to nourish a fruit weighing dozens, even hundreds of kilograms. Regular garden soil simply won't cut it. It'll be depleted in a matter of weeks. What we need is super soil, and the absolute foundation of that is organic matter. Lots of it. Well-rotted manure, mature compost, leaf mould. These are going to be your best friends. Your goal is to create soil that's loose, airy, and so incredibly nutritious that the plant's roots can effortlessly spread out and absorb everything they need. Forget about small planting holes. For a true giant, you'll prepare an entire planting pit, at least 1 metre by 1 metre, and fill it to the brim with this rich, fertile blend. It's best to do this work well in advance, giving the soil time to mature and settle. This is your most crucial contribution, your foundation, because just like you can't build a strong house on a weak foundation, you won't grow a giant on poor soil. So we've got elite seeds and fantastic soil. What more could you possibly need, right? Well, you need space. And that's our third secret, personal space. Imagine your future giant as a very important person, someone who simply can't stand neighbours or a crowded environment. It needs a whole lot of room to feel truly comfortable. We're not just talking about a couple of extra inches here. We're talking about a significant area. The vines of a giant pumpkin or squash can sprawl many metres in every direction. And the leaves. They're not just leaves. They're like massive burdock leaves, each one the size of a large dinner plate. Each of these leaves acts as a miniature solar power plant, generating energy for the fruit's growth. If you plant your specimen in cramped conditions, it will immediately start fighting for light. Leaves will shade each other out. Roots will fiercely compete with neighbouring plants for water and nutrients. All that precious energy won't go into growing your pumpkin. It'll be spent simply surviving in a crowded space. So, forget about standard garden beds. A single plant of this caliber requires an area of roughly 10 to 15 square meters. Yes, that's comparable to a small living room rug. But this space isn't a mere luxury, it's an absolute operational necessity. Give your champion the room it craves, and it will reward you with an absolutely incredible size. Our plant is growing, already enjoying its ideal conditions and fertile soil. Now it needs to drink, and when I say drink, I mean it needs to drink a lot. A truly immense amount. This is secret number 4, proper and abundant watering. Forget the small watering can you stroll through your garden with. For a giant, it's like a drop in the ocean. A fully grown giant pumpkin can drink up to 100 litres of water a day. Can you imagine the scale? That's an entire bathtub full of water, every single day. Why so much? It's simple. The fruit itself is 90% water. To gain several kilograms of weight daily, it requires a continuous supply. And you shouldn't water from above, onto the leaves. Direct the water slowly and abundantly at the plant's base, so it soaks deep into the soil, reaching the main feeder roots. Shallow watering is a false economy. It simply creates a crust and stops the moisture from reaching its intended destination. Your soil should be consistently moist, like a well-wrung sponge, but never waterlogged. Consistency is key. Sudden shifts from drought to flood stress the plant and can lead to the fruit cracking. So if you're committed to growing a giant, be prepared to become a dedicated water provider. It's hard work, but without it, you won't succeed. Water acts as the transport system, delivering all those vital nutrients from our super soil directly to the fruit. Now this is where it gets really interesting, and perhaps the most challenging part for any gardener. Secret number 6, the one and only rule. This is the moment you'll need to show some serious discipline and even a touch of ruthlessness. To grow one truly monstrous fruit, you'll have to sacrifice all the others. Imagine this, your plant is thriving, it's flowering, and a whole bunch of cute little fruitlets start to appear. A gardener's heart leaps with joy. It looks like you're in for a bumper crop, but this is precisely when you need to tell yourself, stop. If you leave all those fruitlets, the plant will simply distribute its energy among them. The result? You'll end up with a dozen ordinary medium-sized zucchinis or pumpkins. But our goal is a giant, so as soon as several well-formed fruits the size of a tennis ball appear on the main vine, you need to make your choice. Pick one, the most promising one. It should have a perfect shape and a thick, sturdy stem. This is your future champion. All the others, without the slightest hesitation, must be removed. And while you're at it, pinch off the tip of the vine so it stops growing in length. This is a crucial psychological moment. But understand this. Now, all the incredible power of your massive plant, all the water and all the nutrients will be funneled into the growth of that single, chosen fruit. It's like diverting a mighty river into one single lake. Only then can you achieve a truly astonishing result. And now we're on the home stretch. We have a single plant, one vine, and one chosen fruit that's growing by leaps and bounds. You might think it's time to kick back and relax. Not yet. This is when we introduce the 7th and final secret, the royal treatment. At this stage, your future giant isn't just a vegetable. It's a precious jewel that needs to be protected and nurtured. First, ground protection. As the fruit grows, it gets heavier and rests on damp soil, which is a direct path to rot. To prevent this, always place a board, a piece of styrofoam, or even a small mound of sand underneath your pumpkin or squash. This creates an air barrier, protecting its delicate skin from moisture and pests. Secondly, sun protection. While the sun provides energy, its scorching rays can cause sunburn and stunt growth. So on particularly hot days, you'll need to shade the fruit. You can build a small canopy or simply cover it with a light-coloured cloth. Think of it like a sun hat for a child at the beach. Third, and finally, protection from itself. The vine supporting the fruit can actually cause damage. As it expands, the fruit might press against or even kink its own stem. Therefore, you'll need to carefully adjust the fruit's position, rotating it a few centimeters every couple of days. This is delicate, precision work, requiring a gentle touch. You need to ensure your champion has maximum comfort, allowing nothing to impede its growth, and realize its full gigantic potential right up until harvest day. The real game changer, the moment that truly separates amateurs from champions, is the ruthless thinning and selecting of that single perfect fruit. Most gardeners hesitate to remove beautiful, healthy young fruits, and that's precisely where they go wrong. Imagine channeling the entire power of an enormous plant, all the water, all the precious nutrients it draws from your premium soil, not into 10 mediocre fruits, but into one solitary, chosen specimen. Every ounce of energy from the roots and leaves converges on that single point. This is where the magic truly happens. The fruit doesn't just grow day by day, it swells hour by hour. You'll literally watch it expand before your eyes, gaining several kilograms daily at its peak. This is the secret, the supercharge that transforms an ordinary zucchini into a massive, multi-kilogram monster. It's a bold decision, but one that leads to absolutely astonishing results. So, as you can see, the secret to growing colossal zucchinis and pumpkins isn't some mystical trick. It's a calculated combination of the right seeds, meticulous preparation, and smart cultivation, with the key being the concentration of all the plant's energy into just one fruit. Thanks for watching until the very end. We hope these tips inspire you to embark on your own epic gardening adventures. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new content. Have you ever tried to grow something truly giant? Or perhaps you have your own secret method? Share your experiences in the comments below.